Lies is such a simple word, and us is much more than you heard. Two little letters come together and then loneliness is cured. Yeah, us is something like a dream. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And us is fun and fancy free. Oh yes indeed. Two little letters come together and then us makes you and me. I can't get enough, enough, enough. I can't get enough, enough, enough. I love us. Not just another fantasy. Us is as real as can be. Two little letters change forever, and we will touch the skies above the sea. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I can't get enough. No, I can't get enough. 'Cause I love us. I can't get enough. Oh, love us. I can't get
How come this thing doesn't come back automatic? How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin Podcast. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you are the Hamajang Gang.
The Hamajang Gang is what we call the people who participate in the live chat. So if you want to be part of the Hamajang Gang, please participate.
That's all you have to do. And we always mention that Hamajang in Hawaiian Pidgin English means all mix up.
Yeah.
And we are certainly that, and I'm about to prove it, okay? Because what we're going to do is talk to a few of the Hamajang gangers. So please, if you want to see your lovely avatar on screen, no shame, post something. Lady Misty says, aloha.
Aloha State of Mind says, hey, doggy, here we go.
Darlene S. saying, how's it to Devin?
And Namaste Zen saying, Andy, Mom says, aloha, Andy.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because, we sent up messages back and forth.
Oh, nice.
Steve Daniels saying, how's it, my high school friend? Aloha Hamajang Gang.
Thomas the Turtle. Hey, how's it, Devin? Thomas is also from IAEA. How's it?
That's right. And he's saying hi to Devin, who's one of our moderationists. Yeah. My crinkly paper hat went blow away for an adventure. Oh, wow. Luckily, the crinkles stay shaped just right so they come back. Oh, man.
Boomerang. Kevin Frazier saying the clicking eyes is moving like a swift.
Yes, the chat is really moving here. But I think I can show it to you here just a little bit. How's it, Darlene S. right there? Oh, look who's in the house.
Captain Paul Stewart, Squab.
Squab. Fredericks, J.K., Heneralau. We never did get that quite right. Yeah, how's it?
I think that sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Lady Misty, can't see you.
What?
There you stay.
Well, there we go, right there. Ooh, what? You a stock, huh? Gee Gamba, good to see y'all. Aloha, no. Hey, look who's here.
San Salvador, aloha y'all from the Big Island of Texas. Watched All in the Ohana and thought you should do a 2023 version, bro.
We've talked about that many times. With today's money and budget and the way the stations are, we couldn't pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just cannot. I mean, just to give you an idea, the original All in the Ohana probably cost $60,000 total, right? They ran it for 4 years and they did what they call deficit financing, which they don't do anymore. Deficit financing means the station puts out a bunch of money knowing they're not going to make it back in the first year, but, after 5 years, they get the money back, but they got the views and they sold the advertising. And
I got a question, though.
what's that?
So you played 4 parts?
5.
5 parts?
Yeah.
Did you, were you smart and you put, 5 different people to get paid? Or one person got paid for 5?
I was just happy to get it on the air.
Right.
That was the thing. The hard part about shooting Ohana, and by the way, thank you to Mad Statter for playing it. And I watched a little bit. I couldn't handle. I had to bail out.
Yeah.
But still, the hard part of shooting All in the Ohana was that you have to get in character and then shoot all those parts and then change character and shoot all those parts.
Oh.
So then, especially the Tutu one, which took 5 hours to get into that makeup.
Wow.
And then you had to shoot all the parts. So you never had anybody play off of. Because I'm playing all the parts, but you had somebody off script going, no, that's not the way it was. What you mean that's not the way it was? Because it isn't. That's what I'm saying. Why you say? You know what I mean? So you have to play to nobody. It was very interesting. Well, you got Kinako going on down there.
Yeah,
Look.
She's scratching my leg saying, hey.
Hey, aloha state of mind. Oh, Andy has a supersized font to see the kind. Wow.
Yeah.
Where's that?
When you went to show them all the screens.
Oh, yeah. No, you know what? We just tried that today. You mean when I did this here? Oh, no, this here? Yeah. We just tried that today. I'll show you what I mean. See, if I go like this, right, I can make it much smaller. You see, like this, but so that both James and I can see it a little easier. We're trying the supersized font. Yeah, funny that someone would pick up on that, right? This is the first day we tried that. Okay, gang. For those of you just joining us, what we do here is we vala'al, talk story about whatever comes up, but we also editorialize news items from Hawaii, okay? So this first one we're going to do is about Dillingham Airfield, right? And there was a water leak there, and they figured out that it was wasting millions of gallons, millions. So they finally figured out how to fix it, but here's the story about that.
Decade-long water leak on Oahu's North Shore is in the process of being fixed. Officials say 1 million gallons of water was being wasted each month at Dillingham Airfield. 11 years later, the red tape has finally come down. Nikki Schenfeld explains.
Ownership of Dillingham Airfield has been an issue itself for over a decade. The Army owns the land, but it's leased out by the state. North Shore leaders have known about the leak for 11 years.
11 years.
This is so critical. Every month since 2012, we've been losing more than 1 million gallons of drinking water out in Molokule'ia because of a leaking pipe underground at Dillingham Airfield. Water is so important. We're in a time right now where our islands are facing drought. Maui is dry. We are dry. Look around. We need water, so we need to preserve it where we can.
I'm standing above where those leaking pipes are located. They run parallel with the airstrip and go through these bushes that you see behind me. And it provides fresh water to Mokuleia residents. And for comparison, an Olympic-sized swimming pool holds about 500,000 gallons worth of water. So over time, about 240 Olympic-sized swimming pools worth of fresh drinking water has been wasted.
Wow. Thank you, Terry in Scotland, for the raid. Mahalo nui loa.
Last week, the state and Army met at Dillingham. The Army says leaks aren't always easy to find, and they weren't sure where or how many leaks were underground.
So the new technology of the leak detection, identifying very exact locations, allows the team to come in and excavate in previously disturbed areas right on top of the pipe and do what is an emergency repair. Whereas before, when we did not know exact locations, it was really a wholesale repair of the water system out there that we were looking at, and that was a much more extensive.
The Army says improved teamwork and technology helped move the repair forward.
And through this week, we'll get it done. We'll start looking at those lines to see if there's other areas that we need to address, and if so, we'll do it at the same time. But we'll make sure that after this week is done, we'll finish up the repairs that are necessary to that line.
Sniffen says archaeologists will be on site throughout the repair. Senator Awa hopes the improved partnership can be utilized to save an additional 11 million gallons of water at Kaneohe Marine Base. He says the state hasn't approved a military request for repurposed water for their golf course, but hopes the Mokuleia repair shows the two agencies can work together. We'll follow up once the repair is complete. Nikki Schoenfeld, KHON2 News, working for Hawai'i.
More on this as details emerge.
They think that's where the remember the issue they had last week. Was it Wheeler or Scoffield? Where the
I have an update on that. Number one, but yeah, you're right. That's where the guy flew out of.
Yeah, that's why he got away so fast.
That's why he got that way. So yeah, the only problem is when he got to the other side, he had to parachute out.
Yeah, and it was like, what is that?
What is that? No, he didn't have to parachute out. But Dillingham Airfield is where a lot of the parachuters do their thing. Yeah. Whew, better safe than never. Ooh, what are we talking about here? You know what? I'm trying to do the mod Rick thing. Nani, I'm speaking to Nani, but there's too much going on. I just can't change my mind and get in there.
And the Kinako appearance up on my lap.
I see you, Kinako, right there. Hi. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? Oh, that was it.
Yeah. That's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water.
11 years.
Yeah, and the guy says, well, rather than find where the break is, we would have had to fix the whole thing, so we just didn't do anything. What? Great. Peekaboo, Kinako. And Matt Statter, I don't know if you were here when I thanked you for doing All in the Ohana on your Saturday movie thing. I watched a little of it, then I had to bail out. It's hard for me. You know what it's like trying to watch yourself. Because I'm seeing a whole different thing, Like, one little thing, and maybe I should have brought some of this stuff up. During that, of the filming of that, when we were shooting it, a cat bit me, on the finger outside my apartment where I lived. So when I was doing things, right, I had to do my hand like this. I couldn't bend my finger. So when I was in there messing around with the engine and stuff, you see my finger sticking out like this. And at one point I bumped it and you hear me go, and I had to pretend it was what I was doing, So that kind of stuff, was driving me nuts. So anyway, hey, look who's here, our front row hottie. How's it, Felicia?
Hey.
We dare you to take Terry's bus simulation. Oh, yeah. At your own risk, I promise you that. I'll bet the Army wasn't paying for the water. Oh, it's always about money, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Darlene asks, hey, glad you got here, your package. Terry, I guess they sent some. Wow. You didn't notice the finger, but wow, got to go back and watch. Oh, there's a whole bunch of things like that. But anyway, that's why it's difficult. On the actual DVD, right, there's a track where Brian Fuhrer, the makeup guy, and I watch it and talk over it. If you own this DVD, it was, back then that was the thing to do.
Yeah, director's cut or something like that.
Well, director's commentary or
yeah.
some such thing. Yeah. Hey, look at that. You can kind of see you see in the back there, the blue screen behind
Over
you?
the shoulder?
Yeah, right there. You see those dolphins swimming around?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the new screensaver for Sonoma. Yeah, that's the editing bay.
Kinako's looking too.
Yeah, that's the editing bay back there. But it's cool because it's release the dolphins. Anyway, okay. Now this next thing here, Palolo years ago was plagued, this certain street, by landslides. Okay?
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was awful. So anyway, so they went in there and fixed it. Now I forgot how many years it took, but guess what? It's like 98% done, I think.
Oh wow!
So let's check that out.
A Palo Street with a long history of landslides is finally reopening after extensive stabilization work. I spoke to residents who say they are satisfied.
Marvel called. They want their costume back.
I was gonna say it's like Spider Girl or something.
I like it.
Yeah.
Satisfied with the work, but one official says they can't guarantee more landslides won't happen down the road.
Well,
This was Kuahea Street 6 years ago, cracked and buckling from decades of landslides. This is the
6
street and
years.
hillside now, after comprehensive
luckily, one of our neighbors had one of these.
Excavator.
That's right.
stabilization work.
Today, the project, I would say, is almost in completion. And I'm very happy because it has really helped stabilize the area.
Say, who grew up in Palolo, says the problem dates back more than 70 years.
And in those days, in the 50s, it was all
Oh, look at that.
party.
Imagine that, in front of your house, it's buckling up like that. Like, what?
Time to move.
As the rocks were being excavated, the crushed rocks that were not being used were set aside, and that's how it created this slide that occurred.
According to the city, the earth has been shifting ever since the subdivision was built back in 1951, with the movement and landslides accelerating at a rate of about 1 inch per year to over 1 foot per year since 2016. All that movement damaging homes, roads, and sewer and water lines in the area. The city spent $24 million to secure the hillside from Kuahea Street down to Waumau Road. According to Say, the city had to condemn at least 6 properties, install underground tieback anchors, and build a wall system to prevent the hillside from crashing down. Palolo resident Bill Chismar has lived in the area for over 3 decades.
It started as a small slide and just kept growing and growing and growing. We're very happy that the road is being reopened again. It's been a long time.
While residents are relieved that
The kind, wow, you live on one steep hill. What you expect? Where's the button?
Kuahea Street has been fixed and will reopen soon. Those who live up this hill at Kuahea Place have been walking along this steep and narrow path for the past 5 years. And they tell me they're very eager for their road to get fixed next.
So our road fell 6 feet vertically and 20 feet horizontally. So it's been 5 years since the neighbors up here could drive up to their house.
The skinny ramp up the hill, an unwelcome reality, especially on rainy days.
And looking forward to being able to go down this road again, at least.
Given all the work and taxpayer dollars that have been put into this, I wanted to know,
Has this completely solved the problem? Does this mean that there will be absolutely no more slides? Is the earth still moving?
Well, only time will tell as far as if the slide will continue on. So I'm very, very hopeful that the slide does not continue on, but who knows with Mother Nature, right?
According to the city, Kuahea Street is set to reopen October 4th. The city says they are also planning to install a new water line and do additional utility and reconstruction work along Waumau Road.
So, inquiring minds would like to know, James, what?
Actually, did I get a haircut? A couple weeks ago, though.
Oh.
It's been growing back, but...
Well, the chat is slow.
Yeah. She asked that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
But,
cool.
you know. Yeah, Aloha Monday, Garrett.
How's it, Garrett?
Long. Yeah, there we go. And Devin, yeah, it was nice. Rained a bit. Yeah, it rained here today. Was perfectly sunny this morning.
Yeah.
And then rained today.
That's why I'm sweating a lot because it's so humid again.
Oh man, I gotta tell you.
Yeah. I can handle sun bake. It's the humidity that gets me.
I was trying to find. A decent article about San Francisco. Speaking of rain, those guys are getting nailed, but I just couldn't find one that was right. But sorry to all the people in San Francisco. No, you're going through something. Did it clear up? Did it stop?
Oh, I have
raining?
no idea. All I do is watch San Francisco 49er football. I don't know anything.
No, San Francisco's flooded.
Oh, really?
I mean, flooded. People are, in those cellar units below the street. Gone. I mean, people were drowning in their own apartments.
Brooklyn was like that last week. Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
Even the subways water was coming out of the walls.
What did I say? San Francisco? I meant New York.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yeah, Brooklyn, New York.
I meant New York. Sorry about that. Yeah. People went, what?
That's what I mean too. I was like, I didn't hear anything about that.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, Mama Sean, you should have called Seattle and San Francisco and asked how they keep the streets from sliding. Yeah, really, they just need duct tape.
Yeah.
Our secret is duct tape, bro.
Golden State duct tape.
That's
Stop
right.
anything.
Stop anything. Tie wire, zip tie, duct tape. What else you like? No.
Yes, Roger Sasaki. I am the voice of the Hawaii Ranchers.
Yeah.
That gig that Andy helped me with. So
that's right. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Well, actually, they called me, and I said, "Is it a union gig?" And they said, "No." And they, "Do you know anybody who's non-union?" I went, "You know what, James?"
Yeah.
But you know what? A lot of people listened to your voice. Everybody really liked it.
Yeah, people were like, "Hey, was that you?" And I was like, "Yes, it was me."
Yeah.
I put on a nice voice for that day.
Because I would have gone through the same process. I got a feeling they may have preferred you.
Well, I got lucky, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, you got it. One can. Oh boy, was a warm one today. 90, unusual for this time of year up north. OMG. Whoo! I get one Keone Nunes Timex. I bought one too.
There's a Keone Nunes Timex?
Yeah, Timex contacted Keone Nunes, said, could you design a watch face for us?
Now I know what my next Google search is.
Oh, yeah, and it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. And then I bought one, and I gave it to Keola. Well, anyway, Seattle's secret to no sliding hills is street sweepers. Once we decide to save money by cut street sweeping, we saved $100,000, but it cost them over $7 million in street repairs. No! Oh man. Okay, now we're gonna play a music video, and this first one takes us to Wailua, and we have a drop first. So check it out.
I'm C. Honda. No, you're not. I'm Cousin Lynn from Kauai.
I'm C. Honda.
No, you're not.
I'm Cousin Danny from Kaneohe, Hawaii.
I'm the real C. Honda.
No, you're not.
I'm Cousin Joy from Nu'uanu Valley.
It doesn't matter who C. Honda is. Just make sure that you keep enjoying the Daily Pidgin Live with Andy Bumatai.
Shaka.
It's gonna be alright. It's
There you go. So now we're going to talk about the controversial pedestrian bridge that they want to build over the Alawai.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's for all the people who can't go, like an eighth of a mile, walk across that big bridge and walk back around.
The one that's already there.
Well, I think part of it is they want to build something cool, but one of the hard parts about it is it has to be a suspension bridge because they can't put poles down because of the canoe paddles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's not finalized. They're still messing around with it. But here's a story about that.
Back on Oahu, a plan to build a pedestrian crossing over the Alawai Canal is still in the works. A final design has yet to be completed, and community members say they still have input on its appearance. Bryce Moore follows up.
Current project renderings of the Alapono Bridge call for a 180-foot or 18-story tower on the Mauka side of the bridge. Laura Ruby of the community group Alawai Neighbors wants to know, couldn't it be a bit more modest?
A modest bridge would not take away from Diamond Head, would not take away from the canal, the historic nature of everything that's here. And that's what we would really like.
The bicycling community says it certainly is large.
And thankfully, this is a suspension bridge, so it's thick cables. It's not a full blocking. It will be noticeable, but certainly not a complete obstruction by any means.
But the Diamond Head neighborhood board.
But if you got a guy who's going to design a bridge, what do you think he's going to do? Build a real small one?
Yeah.
He like one that says, "Oh, James wouldn't make that,"
Yes, this is my masterpiece.
Exactly.
Chair says with a name like Alapono, she's heard pushback from her community.
A lot of them don't like it because it's a Pono bridge, and that means just, and in Hawaiian, and we don't feel that that's correct.
The city's Department of Transportation Service.
Well, maybe people go, it's just a bridge.
Oh, yeah. Depends on your tone.
Yeah.
It's
was awarded
bridge.
a $25 million federal grant in July to help fund the cost of construction. The entire project is expected to cost $60 million. Officials say 80% of that will come from federal highway dollars. But with what just happened in Lahaina and so many struggling...
There's supposed to be 10,000. So I don't think this takes precedence right now.
Both the Alawai Neighbors and the Hawaii Bicycling League tell me they're open to discussing a more modest bridge. Ruby even showing me some examples in other countries.
And after all, we have Waikiki, which is a cash cow across the way, and we want people to feel respectful of the natural beauty.
I'm all for a modest or an extravagant, more just that we'd love to see a bridge constructed.
The Department of Transportation Services said in part through a statement, the city appreciates stakeholders continuing the discussion around the project and welcomes innovation and alternative concepts during final design to build a bicycle and pedestrian crossing that meets the community's needs. Construction is scheduled to begin in the summer of 2025. Bryce Moore, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
I love that. And Keone Nunes says, the issue is that if it's under-engineered and something happens, the city will be held liable. Well, I think you got to over-engineer anything that people are crossing. But, what people are saying is, Waikiki is where people want to go. And you're saying, here's a bridge to leave it. So the tourists aren't going to go, maybe I should go over where all those condos are. But the people from the condos, are they going to come to Waikiki? You see what I'm saying? They're all local people. Last place I like be,
I would like a more, just a nice little bridge where it's not like so gigantic like that. But I understand that, engineering wise, it has like Keone is saying, it has to be safe or else. I just think that this bridge is being built for the people who want to make Instagram and TikTok
videos.
Yeah, let's go over there. We're gonna make our video on that bridge. Yeah.
I think what they should do is just build two piers on each side and have a cool boat that goes back and forth.
Like a ferry or like a raft, like old school Vikings that where you pull the rope to get across. So like you get the workout when you jog and then you do CrossFit.
And then and then tourists come over. How much does it cost to cross this bridge? 17 ducats. Huh? Oh, okay, I'll be back.
Oh, I didn't know Hawaii, they use ducats. They don't use money.
Yeah, but you know what? People don't, you know, back in the 20s, right? Alawai was a dating destination. And you went there with your parasol and your fancy dress and the guy with the top hat, and you rented a boat, and he rowed, and you sat in the front with your parasol and had to put up with, you sure you don't want to come back to my place and look at my etchings?
So wait, let me see if I can get sick from the water that we're floating on.
But back then it didn't make you sick. In the 20s.
That's right. You didn't have all the runoff.
You didn't have all the stuff, yeah. By the way, for those of you who are young, etchings was that version, that generation's version of Netflix and chill.
That was old school Instagram.
That was old school, right
by a guy named Graham.
Okay, now we're going to do a daily Pidgin news update, right? And then another video. Okay, I'll drop in a video, so check this out. A group calling itself Citizens for Expediency is receiving pushback in their effort to introduce a law making it a misdemeanor to make others wait needlessly. An example of what the group calls stallers would be someone who sits in their car at the Costco gas line for 10 minutes doing nothing and only digs out the cards they need to buy the gas once they are standing in front of the pump. Or those who make everyone else in line wait as they search endlessly for exact change at a grocery store. Personally, I think to get this law passed, the Citizens for Expediency are just going to have to wait.
Hi everybody, Cindy Krause in San Miguel, California, and I watch the Daily Pidgin Live with Andy Bumatai.
Rivers winding round words in my head. Shivering pines say that summer is dead. Chest feels hollow and my hands are numb. Do my best to swallow all the things I've done. You break your back but you still don't have bread. You won't go back on the things that you said. You bleed your heart out and it takes every drop. You've come too far now to ever stop. Wash me in the water and I'll never go back, even when I'm walking to dead man pass. You can't trust a man 'cause he'll just let you down. Crooked and twisted we grow from the ground. From dust we came in, dust we shall return. From dust we came in, dust we shall return. Wash me in the water and I'll never go back, even when I'm walking through dead man paths. never go back, even when I'm walking through dead man paths.
Ah, there you go. So, James, you had a gig where you were emceeing a parade.
Yeah.
What was that like?
So it was the Aloha Festival parade, which was the 75th anniversary of it. And they had the Pa'u riders.
This is not the Aloha Week parade. This is the Aloha.
This is the floral Aloha Festivals floral parade.
Oh, okay. So
this was the end.
This is the killer floats.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool. There was a lot of the Palo riders that got to announce, and then basically you just announce what group is coming through, and I think Keone would have been proud of me because I think I did pretty good with pronouncing the Hawaiian names.
The middle names are the one.
Yeah.
The middle, because they get Darlene Kuliho o Kalane Kalana Ida Ole Smith.
Yeah, because there was some that they had like all their ethnicities. So like they had like a Chinese name, a Hawaiian name.
Worse.
Yeah, and then the first name is like Karch.
Karch?
Yeah, and then there was one that was Kalihi Kalani, but the way they wrote it out, the people who put it together, they tried to put their own pronunciation key.
Oh, so they tried to spell it phonetically?
They tried to help us out, but then myself and Ivalani, who's from Hilton Hawaiian Village, that's the booth that we were at, she was like, they try, but they do it wrong. So we would cross it and write it ourselves because we know how it's pronounced.
But I'm guessing they didn't use the okinas, the kakos, none of that stuff. They just broke it up and made things bigger.
Yeah, they tried.
Kalani.
Yeah, they tried. Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of beautiful floats that came by.
Yeah.
My daughter's grandfather was on her mother's side was with the Royal Guard, and they had their students who were with the drill team and from Waianae.
Wow!
They're twirling the gun, the rifles.
Whoa!
Yeah, on the float as it's driving by, and I was like, wow!
Rifles that were provided to them, or their own personal rifles?
No, well, they weren't actual rifles.
Oh,
but
those
the
white
shape,
wooden ones that have that shape.
Yeah. So there was a guy who was in our booth. That's from the. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's either King's Guard or Royal Guard.
Yeah.
And he was telling us all, like, I think the Royal Guard actually use the actual rifles with the baton, but they don't twirl those.
Yeah, well, there's a baton.
Yeah. So the ones that I saw,
a bayonet.
Yeah, bayonet. Sorry, bayonet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the ones that we saw are the ones that are for twirling. It's really cool.
Baton.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, what? You get a rifle. Yeah, but what's that on the end? I think it's baton, bro. Oh, no, they're going to twirl us.
They're going to twirl or they're going to whack you
They're
with
going to whack us with the baton, throw us in the air, and then stick the landing.
But it was beautiful. The Pa'o princesses. I didn't realize how prestigious this was for a lot of these women.
Oh, are you kidding? The Pa'o riders?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, because they were saying like, oh, this is her third time, and then I think to be a queen, you have to have been each island.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, I didn't know all this was happening. So it was beautiful, exciting, and I was worried in the beginning, but actually pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, let's interrupt this good news with a little sad news, and that is that Russ Francis was killed in a car.
Plane crash.
Plane crash.
Yeah.
Where was this?
I believe it was in New York.
In New York.
Yeah.
Oh, MG.
There were some survivors, but 2 people passed, and he was one of them.
He was one of them.
Yeah, it wasn't. I think it was like a private plane. It wasn't a commercial plane.
Wow. A friend of of course, from Hawaii, and then San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
He was a wrestler. His dad was Mr. Francis, the big time wrestling and stuff. And OMG, what a
And
guy.
he was a huge 49er football player.
Yeah.
Didn't he do commercials with Melvin Lee?
Yeah. Oh, big muscle Russell.
Yeah. Was that Melvin Lee?
That was he and Melvin Lee. Funny commercials. And I'll give you my quick story. He and I went surfing off of Magic Magic Island one time, and a big shark came in. Everybody went, shark, shark! And they all paddled in, right? And Russ grabs me by the arm and goes, bro, we're gonna mess with him. I went, what? And then he paddled straight toward the shark and goes, come on, Andy, you catch him on this side, we're gonna drive. And the shark split. And he goes, yeah, because they chicken, you know, they, if you attack them, right? And we surfed for like a half an hour, nobody else out.
Oh, you guys waved.
Yeah, and he goes, smart there, bro. Rest in peace, my brother.
Yeah, my sister jumping in here, Rona Crombie.
Yeah, oh, there she is.
From
yes.
Virginia. So true with the Costco gas line, just like the people standing in line to order and wait to look at the menu when the cashier asks what you want.
Well, they do that at McDonald's. And so where did you grow up? You know what I mean? In a Swahili village somewhere? You don't know what a Big Mac is?
Yeah, like the menu hasn't changed for a long time.
Oh, my God, I know. That's another. People, when I posted that in some of the social groups, someone said people do that in beer lines. They stand in a beer line for 15 minutes at an event, right? And when they get there, okay, that'll be $1.50. All right, man, hold on. God, get your wallet out, get your cash. There's a big sign says how much it is. I know. Anyway, nice story. Whew, I have memories of Magic Island. Yes, we did. Oh, Leilani Lamore knew from Kaneohe and Eva Beach. Oh, we played the Eva Beach video at the beginning of the show, Leilani. I think we saw Leilani here before.
She's been here a bunch of times.
She's been here a bunch of times, yeah. I think so. So anyway, now we're going to do another piece of news. And again, this one, you know, we always try to keep things up, but every once in a while you have to draw attention to something, right?
Yes.
And this one, I got to tell you, I'm just going to play it, and it has my favorite brother, Joe Moore.
A 77-year-old man who was attacked outside his home in the Kalihi, Palama area is speaking out tonight. He says he wants the suspect caught so he can pay for what he's done. Manolo Morales has more.
Wow. Okay. Now check the video. This is why people should have ring cams facing their neighbors. Check this out.
Peppers and lemongrass.
Manuel Corpuz has always enjoyed tending his garden outside his home in the Kalihi Palama area. That is until last Sunday, when a man on a moped snuck up from behind and tried to take his wallet and attacked him.
I'm not trying to fight him back, but I was not prepared for that because I was not expecting it.
Right.
But still, I was able to kick him back.
Corpuz says he wasn't about to give up his wallet without a fight. In addition to his credit cards and credentials, he also had $375 cash in it.
I held my pocket like that, so he cannot retrieve the wallet. Because he cannot, he punched me. Then I dropped. That's when he get it.
The suspect punched Corpuz in the jaw, and he says it was sore and he was dizzy for a couple of days.
It's a little bit swollen.
The doctor told him he probably had a concussion. He says he knew the guy in the moped was there, but didn't expect him to attack.
I was assuming that he is coming to me and ask some questions, if he's lost or not. But all of a sudden, I feel his hand grab my wallet.
HPD says the suspect is a man in his 20s, 5'9" to 5'11", slim to average build, with short black hair. Detectives came to the house on Friday because they have recovered Corpuz's ID. They assured him that they will catch the suspect, and Corpuz is looking forward to that day.
Oh, well, I press charges on that. Make him pay for what he's done.
The family adds that the incident has affected the whole household.
The family tells me there is also a 94-year-old grandma who loves to walk around the block every day for exercise, but because of what happened, she's not doing that anymore.
It's anger. It just saddens us that these kind of things are happening in our community.
As for Corpuz, he says he plans to be more aware at the garden. Manolo Morales, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
But you look at that guy, 77 years old. After he lick him on the ground, he gets brought a run after the moped.
Yeah.
Still can.
Oh,
But
it's Filipino. Filipino, that fighting spirit.
they get that. They get that fighting spirit. But by the way, ever happened to you? Go for the eyes. First thing, open your finger straight in the eye.
That, or you get down and kick with your feet. Your legs are much stronger than your hands.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't have to worry about balancing.
Right, and right toward the knees.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But still, sometimes you're just in shock. You don't think.
Yeah.
You know.
It looks like he would have, if he was facing him, it looked like he would have fought after him. But I think because he was caught off guard and from behind.
When he hit the ground, that was my first thought. Pump with your legs to the knees.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Poor thing.
Don't garden with your wallet.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, why does it? But I think a lot of old Filipino men always keep their wallet on them.
Yeah, well.
And cash.
And cash.
They because when they catch the bus and they would show me their ID.
Yeah.
I would always see a lot of cash in there, and I'm like, why you got so much money?
Wow.
But they don't know about Apple Pay and
Apple Pay. Take his watch.
Because
it's my Apple Watch.
Hey, took my Apple Pay.
Filipino pride. That's how right there. But they're going to catch that bugger.
Filipinos will fight until they can't move.
They cannot.
Yeah.
They cannot.
Yeah.
Well, that was the joke about the 45 caliber, automatic. They had to ship it to the Philippines during the Philippine Wars because the 38s, they were shooting the Filipinos and they would get to the guy who shot them and hit him with the bolo knife. They would die.
Yeah.
But they would get through. And they said, we need something that can stop these buggers. Yeah, I know. Phew. Anyway. Oh, hey, Terrence Cullen. Rick, I'm gonna try to do the whole, modding thing when I've got less to think about. Okay. So, anywho, what time we got here? 1:45. Ooh, time for another music video.
Yep.
Goes by fast. OMG. Okay. You know what though? Let's update the Scoffield gunmen.
Yeah.
Right, because people have been wondering that. If you didn't hear, they had to shut down Scoffield because this guy was threatening people with a gun, and then he got to Dillingham Airfield, left and ended up in Molokai where they caught him. Okay, so let's check that out.
The suspected gunman who prompted a lockdown at Scoffield Barracks this afternoon has been captured, but not on Oahu. A viewer shared this cell phone video tonight of a handcuffed Paul A. Smith being escorted by police out of the Molokai Airport in Ho'olehua. Just hours before this, the military put out this photo of Smith, warning the public not to approach him. Authorities had been searching for Smith since about 2:30 after he allegedly struck a soldier with a gun at Scoffield Barracks. The base warned everyone to shelter in place while a SWAT team and canines searched the area, but they never did find him. Police were later seen racing in large numbers to Dillingham Airfield in Mokuleia, where it's believed Smith caught a flight. But officers were waiting for him when he landed on Molokai at about 8 o'clock tonight. The Army has not said if Smith is enlisted or what kinds of charges he may face.
What do you think with that haircut? Enlisted?
I would think so. I would think so. Because that's how he would have gotten on the base. It's probably why he knows his self-defense and he knows his way around a gun.
I think he was all upset because the barber gave him those rat bites on his eyebrows. So he was snapped a lot at.
He was like, hey, bro, what you did, bro? Look at my eyebrows.
Look me. Oh, I'm going to take it out on the country. Here we go.
Matt Statter here, just about to check out that smoky moist gray sponge burger. While I'm doing that, why don't you all check out Daily Pidgin Live? Yeah.
Packed some bags and we headed west. Thought that it might be the best thing for us. I was thinking about me and all the things that you'd leave behind. Family and a peace of mind. And I got you. I shelter up above you till they all fall down. We ain't got light, we got love. We ain't got light, we got love. Feathers in the heavy rain, two of us together can weather any change that comes our way. Nothing here really feels like home. Home is who you're with when you don't feel alone anymore. I am gonna love you till the stars go out. Shelter up above till they all fall down. We ain't got light, we got love. We ain't got light, we got love. Till the stars go out. Shelter up above you till they all fall down. We ain't got light, we got love. We ain't got light, we got love. I said we ain't got light, we got love. We ain't got light, we got love.
Asleep in my lap.
Is that right?
She's been sleeping for the past 20 minutes.
Oh, too bad we didn't. I should give you my camera so you can. Lap cam.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, Brick. Yes. Oh, you're going to take a picture of your lap? Oh, my goodness. This is illegal in about 3 states. You know that, right? Ooh, last minute. Aloha gangi, Linda Leo. Aloha no. Oh, there we go. Oh, we just back it up a little bit. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's a wonderful picture.
Yeah, she's been sleeping in my lap for the last 20 minutes. And the funny thing is, she wanted to come up. She kept scratching my leg.
Yeah.
And I picked her up and then put her on my lap, and then she's now asleep.
You know, when it rains, she gets scared and insecure.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm honored to be your security blanket.
Look, Kelly Jim?
Jim?
Guillaume?
Gaim?
Gaim? I don't know. But hi, Kelly. How are you? Very nice to have you. And I'm glad you got you got your laugh on. Don't know exactly what you're laughing at.
Cool avatar. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but
it's a guy on a bull. It's a bull rider.
I see it now. All right. I thought it was a buck with the horns. The antlers.
No, it's a guy riding a bull. This guy, but I tell you what, that's a sport. Ugh, that 8 seconds on one of those bulls thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I watched the whole special, and I'm not a fan of that stuff. But when you watch that special, you go, "These young guys are risking their life."
Yeah.
I mean, as close as you can do that, because that head comes up, smashes you. You're
Not only that, when you fall down in the back feet
fall
kicking.
on you.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's just so many ways to do it.
The secret is to be the same weight as the bull, which is what I am. So when I jump on, we're just sitting there.
You're a big guy, but I don't think
move.
you're 2,000 pounds. I gotta tell you, 8 seconds is a long time. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, PBR. That's what it is. Yeah. That's the things. Hey, Kenny, how you, Kenny? Hey, I got one of your songs queued up. That one I love so much. You know, that sad one that he did. What's this?
Kelly is 10
I'm
years
10
old.
years old, and I'm sending messages from Lima.
Oh.
Lima, Ohio?
I was thinking Lima, Peru.
Oh, yeah, Lima, Peru.
Yeah. But then Lima
I was
is-
joking because I saw the flag.
Oh, I don't know what that flag is.
Lima!
I don't know the Peruvian flag. I apologize.
Peruse it.
Well, I was perusing through the flags and couldn't find it.
Well, guess what? Kelly is here, and aloha from Hawaii, Kelly. We hope to see you again.
Yes.
We do news items here, and we about Hawaii, and we play custom-made music videos. In
Yes.
fact, you know what? Let's do this one from that Kenny did. I just really love this thing. I think it's this one here. Hold on. Let me play the drop, and we're going to send this out to Kelly in Lima.
Kelly
okay?
and Kenny.
Yeah, Kelly and Kenny. That's it here.
Aloha, Andy. This is Aloha Mish.
Aloha, Andy. This is Michi Mama.
Aloha, Andy. This is Wild Willie, 1980. Aloha, this is Pokole T.
And we're the Hamajang Gang, IRL, real life meetup on Oahu. And we all watch the Daily Pidgin Live.
Aloha, Andy.
There's a Though I tried to deny my feelings for you, I know our friendship will be true. But we have yet to spend some time together. I'm so glad I met you. Maybe I need some time to myself. Maybe I need a friend or two. Someone who will listen to me. Just like that someone I found in you. Things I try to find was so very hard to find in you. But the answers lie in someone else. Forgive me if it doesn't lie in you. Although I tried to deny my feelings, I know love won't be true to me or you. We had our precious moments together until you found somebody new. I don't know what to expect from all of this, what I hope to gain, yeah. Hear me now, and you know that time can only ease the pain. Things I try to find. So very hard to find in you. The answers lie in someone else. Forgive me if it doesn't lie in you. And so you found somebody new. And so you found somebody new. And so you found somebody new.
Boom. Well, there you have it, gang. Thank you so much, Kenny Roberts, for that beautiful song. I just love that so much.
Yes.
You know.
Awesome video too.
Yeah, and well, thank you. And we have an announcement to make. We're going to be taking some time off. This Friday we will not be here. That's the 6th, because I have to take my whole family to the airport, and it's going to take. By the way, total there's 40 of my family going, with cousins and uncles and everybody. They all go to Japan every year. I never go because I stay home and work. But what I'm going to do while they're gone, first of all, take the 6th off, then the week after that, take that off, and then come back on the 17th.
The Tuesday,
because they get back on the 16th, and I have to, Andy's Uber has to do his thing, and then we'll be back on the 17th.
Yep.
And during that week that we have a break, I'm going to configure something here. We'll make some announcements on the news program that we're working on. You've seen little hints of it, and some other changes. So taking some time off while the fam's away. We get to play.
Yeah, and while we're gone, make sure you guys stop by and say hello to Mad Statter, Chatter with Statter. Terry in Scotland.
That's right, Terry. And the we will be here the rest of this week, till Thursday.
Yeah.
And we'll be making this announcement through, and we're gonna work on some things.
Yes, we're taking a holiday.
Yeah, gotta take a break. Check out the XXL Dolly. Then Andy's back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, some Ohana PTO. What's PTO stand for?
Partial takeover?
Polynesian.
Oh.
Polynesian takeover. One big car, many trips to the airport. Well, there's car seats and all kinds of stuff, so it's an issue.
So Polynesian takeover, that's usually a buffet.
Oh. So. We will definitely catch Mad Statter and Terry too. Yes. Chatter with Statter. There's the information on that. Okay.
Paid time off is what Thomas the Turtle's saying.
We don't get paid time on.
Yeah.
So paid time off is something else. Okay, there we go. Yeah, thank you, Mama Sean. Appreciate it. Working staycation, definitely. Well, I have to, work on this, number one, clean things up a little bit. Plus, we're adding the news things to the shows and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we'll be talking about this throughout the week. Thank you very much for being here.
Yes.
Especially to our moderationist, Nani Aloha, also an associate producer, C. Honda, Aware, and Devin in the crinkly paper hat.
Yes.
And in case you're wondering, we are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
All those at the same time.
Yes.
So mahalo for anyone who's been joining us on any of those.
And we appreciate all of you, and we will see you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. Okay, we're going to hit the button. Everybody ready? Get your dude on here. 3, 2, 1.